Welcome to the Honey Soul Child Bottega YouTube channel, where we explore the hidden realms of the soul, harness the power of energy shifts, and embark on a profound healing journey beyond religious beliefs. This channel are intended for entertainment purposes only, as the future is not set in stone. We encourage you to use the messages as guidance, taking what resonates and leaving what does not. Remember, your interpretation matters most, and you have the power to shape your own destiny. Soul rising, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I am your Chakra priestess, here to do a reading video request of Taylor Swift and Joealwyn. From what I've seen, that their relationship was 6 years, from 2017 to 2023, so that's pretty recent. So I don't know Joealwyn from a can of paint, yet alone their relationship, but we're going to look into it and see what comes out in the cards. All right, and anything else that comes into mind, into my complex mind. All right, please keep in mind that whatever doesn't apply, let it fly. I do not read like all other readers firsthand. First and foremost, you can see that by how I interpret the cards. Okay, every reader does not read the same, and I am 5 years in the game with this particular sector. Well, with metaphysics, the spirituality, my spiritual journey. Okay. Everything, I don't mind learning things. I feel like I have to say this and get this on my chest, and I'll definitely do a separate video on that. But far as like my spiritual journey and how I relay messages, it is completely different from what everybody else's does. Just like their messages are completely different than mine. Some of it will come into alignment, but how I interpret things for the most part is definitely different from what others read. So if you don't like how I read my cards, you can feel free to exit stage left from the clouds. Okay. If you having trouble on what I am interpreting, the best solution is to just write it down in the comment section that I don't know how to read and I should take advice from other tarot readers and tips and tricks. No. I will not do that. I will do tips and tricks from books for the most part, because how they interpret their readings is completely different from mine. And two, I don't want to be like everybody else and how they read their cards. Okay, if I do that, then I am not genuine and authentic. And also, let's see what else. Oh yeah, and if you're and honestly, if you are having trouble with deciphering what the cards that came out or what I have said with that particular card, the correct way to go about this is, can you please elaborate on such and such and leave a timestamp? Don't just simply say, oh, I don't know what you're talking about, because you're going by on your own bias. I am going through the motion with these readings blindly as possible, and if stuff aligns with what is put out in the masses, then so be it. That's how I like it. All right. But I just feel like I had to say that disclaimer, because y'all tried it. Okay, y'all try creating a YouTube channel and recording and reading and deciphering what's going on, and then edit and put it all out into the masses and see what it does for you. Okay. As I stated before, I have went through a sudden death in my family, and I am just going through the motions and appearing and showing up for you guys as much as possible so I can get to that 1,000 subscriber amount. And for the most part, I thank you all for tuning in so far. Now let's get into this message. I said I was going to do a separate video on that. I'ma still do, but I just feel like I had to call it out like I see it before the retrograde happens, because y'all got me effed up for real. Okay, I will lay you out. If you feel like I am reading wrong, how about you book a session with me and see how it plays out? Okay, because I can read people like a book without even the cards. Okay, to say the least. Watch what you're saying. Okay, and if you need further assistance in how I am relaying a message, are you the correct question is, can you elaborate it? Okay, don't just say I can't do this and do that, because that's where I come into defending myself. Okay, all right, now let's get into this reading with Taylor Swift and Joe Alwyn before this battery goes out of my camera. That's how transparent I am. How about that? Okay. Woo. Taylor Swift's energy. And Pioneer comes out. This is the same, I believe this is the same card that came out for her the last reading. Okay, so any idea that comes into mind for Miss Taylor Swift, she's going to go through it full throttle. Like I said before, as I'm reading these cards, I go by the color associated with the chakra as well. So with this color being in the shade of yellow, even though it's like in that goldish realm, it's in the yellow sector. So it's within the solar plexus, which deals with willpower, determinations, putting things into action. As she has a passion for doing and creating what has not been done before, she puts her heart into it, and it goes out the way it comes through. Okay, the shadow attribute for this card, she could be compulsive and need to keep on moving. She like moving on to the next shiny thing type of deal. That's what I'm getting from that. I gotta switch this phone another direction so I can make sure y'all are seeing this correctly. Okay, boom, there it is. All right, now we in there. All right, so this is Taylor Swift's energy that came out already. At the bottom for Taylor, we got Don Juan energy. Light attribute saying spotlights your positive seductive qualities. With the shadow attribute, using power of romantic attraction for private agendas. So it's Don Juan is like a type of person that will just give you that, oh, what's that particular card in regular tarot, the Knight of Cups energy. the ones that'll sweep you off your feet type of deal, and then leaving you high and dry. In that capacity, as you can see here, you're seeing it day in and day out on this page, on just by the image itself. You see this male figure. He is like ooh la la, and this woman, and this woman is just milking it. She is soaking it all in, right? With the music that is playing in the back, with the red dress, you know, just all the things of a Don Juan energy. Okay, now for Joe Alwyn, what is Joe Alwyn's energy looking like? It's almost like Smooth Criminal. Okay, we got Advocate. So with Joe's card that came out, it says Advocate with the light attribute inspires you to put compassion into action. With the shadow attribute saying embracing negative causes or committing to cause for personal gain. Okay, and then with this in being a shade of green, this is in the heart sector. So he's the type of person that, you know, doesn't mind being an advocate for you, as you are putting compassion into action, right? That being an advocate of your craft, being that support system, right? What I'm getting from this is like, whatever ideas that comes about for her to do, he may come around and say, okay, babe, that's all right. Go ahead. I'm with you on that. I support you. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, we got teacher. So with the light attribute saying having the ability to communicate knowledge, experience, skill, or wisdom, and the shadow attribute stating manipulating or abusing students, teaching negative traits, and destructive skills. So what could be hidden for Joe is, teaching, having the ability to communicate knowledge and experience or wisdom or skill. Possibly have some manipulating tactics, or teaching negative or destructive skills along the way, because there's many possibilities in learning, because everybody learns and processes things different. So it could he can also come across a person that could be misunderstood as well, in a sense, when it comes to relating information. Or he may just be dead ass seriously on that. Especially on the heart center standpoint, since this is in the shade of green, as well, because the heart sector deals with love, compassion, forgiveness, and emotional healing. So just keep that in mind when it comes to those particular sectors. So obviously he has heart chakra energy, and she has solar plexus with a splash of root chakra, because of the color in this particular image. The black is just like it's just like bland, that Saturn energy, right? To clarify Taylor Swift cards. Why did those cards come out for Taylor? Did a card flip out, child? No. Okay. Alright, so with Taylor, we have Bless Your Heart card. Alright. And we have Just Fell Off the Turnip Truck at the bottom of the deck. So there's a sense of, there's a need of balancing, or choices need to be made regarding to friendships. Showing more devotion, appreciation, and worthiness with others, possibly with herself, since the heart is in the shade between red and pink. And then with this particular card at the bottom of the deck, there is a sense of obliviousness and an experience and gullibility that is highlighted as well. So it's interesting. Apprenticeship is needed. So there's a sense of what is it? Naivety is more like okay, because you see the feet. It's like, also another way how I'm seeing this card is, this person has gathered the turnips for the day, and they're just lollygagging in the back of the truck from a hard days of work. Let's see. Joe. Clarify Joe's card. Why Joe's card is here. Swamp Angel with nuisance, provocation, gossip, hassle, freeloading, opportunism. So there, it seems like a cycle. Something was coming into, well, nipping things in the bud. There we go. Nipping things in the bud when it comes to gossip, freeloading, and opportunism on that notion. And just deals my, well, that just deals my pickles is at the bottom of the deck with total contentment, wishes being granted. So there was some sort of success as things come to an end. He was able to get something out of a situation, out of this particular situation or relationship with Taylor. It seems like it. Well, that just deals my pickles. Okay. The shadow attribute for Taylor would be, let's see. The shadow attributes of Taylor: don't value time. Okay, not using your time wisely, the need to spend time on things that don't count. So she needs to be able to evaluate her time and stay in charge of her time and evaluate the hours in her day to see if there's a lot of wasted time that could be managed better. Prioritize goals and decide which are important. Meanwhile, at the bottom of the deck, comfort zone. The fear and uncertainty preventing you from breaking out of your comfort zone. So there is a need for her to take a leap of faith in this particular situation and step into the unknown and do something that she has never done. And she'll realize the prize for being brave will be worth the effort. And then we got controlling shadow card coming out at the top of the deck with tries to control situations, people, authoritative or dominating influence. Also, it's saying trying to control everything is time consuming and it limits your growth and learning experience. Boom, there it is. Don't waste time of controlling things. Okay, there we go. We're done. Oh, not done. Joe. With Joe, what are some hidden blockages with Joe? We have stubborn shadow coming out. Fixed or set in purpose or opinion. Refuse to change. Difficult and flexible. So he needs to not let in this particular situation with him and Taylor, he needs to not let his stubbornness get in the way of meeting progress. Know when to stand firm and know when to let go. Meanwhile, the third eye chakra was blocked for him at the time of not feeling assertive or afraid of success, bad intuition, or making egotistical decisions. At the bottom of the deck, we have blocked sacral chakra as well. Yikes. May experience a lack of energy and creativity or feeling manipulative. Same as this card right here. Interesting. What's at the top? Treacherous shadow, keeping big secrets and likely to betray trust, unworthy, no loyalty, dishonest. He needs to be aware of what's done in the dark will come into light. Is the risk worth taking? Yikes. This is very interesting already. So we're going to get what's the tea? What's the tea? Were they fighting? Interesting. I already shuffled these cards. My gosh. What was the tea between Taylor and Joe? What was the tea? Oh, didn't I just say who was fighting? A girl fight? Okay, I'll take it. It's about to be a what girl fight? There she go talking that mess. All around time that give me stress. I need to get this off my chest. And if your friends want some, then she'll be next. Hey, come on, Brooke Valentine. Because there was a girl fight. Seemed like there was a girl fight where, with arguments, physical fight, at war, competing. Yikes. Next, Queen Rising. Step into power. Someone was stepping into their power. Coming up on Spotlight. This is Taylor's energy. Divination abuser. Ooh. Waiting. Playing the waiting game. Being a divination abuser. Yikes. What's at the top? Marrying for money. Were they engaged? Cyberbullying is at the bottom. You're being bullied online, or they has suffered from it. Okay. Were they about to get married, or he was thinking about getting married to her, you know what I'm saying? Cause I don't know how much he makes, but I know she is a billionaire. I do know that much. She is a billionaire. Okay? Interesting. Let's gather some more deets. What could have been some hidden truths about their relationship? Okay, let's see. First card, we got temptation. Ooh. Girl. Chemistry. And illusion. Being two-faced. On one hand, showing the good side and hiding the bad side. What's done in the dark comes to light. Who was cheating, y'all? Somebody was cheating. I'll be dang. Alright, next we got emotionally unavailable. Somebody was emotionally unavailable. I'm going towards Joe, since he has this blocked sacral chakra that deals with feelings and emotions. And it deals with intimate relationships, childhood upbringing. Oh yes, and creativity. When you're emotionally unavailable, at times that you don't want to create nothing, okay? You'll be in this black energy. Offers were being made. Love offers were being made. Let's see what's in this blank card. Oh wait, hold on. Boom. All right. Family and hustle. Again, either the hustle was the distraction, or there was distractions while the person was hustling. Okay, girl, this is getting juicy. Okay, this is getting juicy because there was some temptation that brought about some chemistry, showing the good hand, had to fake it till you make it type of deal. He possibly wanted children with her as well, but he was emotionally unavailable. My. Oh, my. Okay, let's go down to breaking it down. Let's go into the analysis. Y'all know the vibes. What happened at the root? What was at the root between Taylor and Joe? We have the Sun card. There was an announcement for sure. I know that. Sacral. What's going on at the sacral? Abundance and perception. Solar plexus. Prayer. That's in an alignment. And oh yeah, heart. I was like, damn, I did that wrong. Gossip and isolation with miracle at the bottom. What's at the top? Knight of Swords. He had some words to say. I know that. Okay. Alright, so this is a looking a hot mess. So let me move this. There we go. And put this right here. Okay, so with the Sun card coming out at the root chakra region, when it deals with money and stability, there was some positivity there. Okay. Yeah, there was some positivity there. This is also a third eye chakra card. So even though there was positivity there, let's see what else. Let's break this down. Announcement was made. I'm seeing some horses in the back. Oh, let's see. Full moon. That deals with illuminated subconscious. Emotional. That brought about some emotional awareness. And the completion of a cycle. The challenge was mental anguish with loss of hope. There is some anxiety and fear within this sector, either regarding to money or just stabilizing a family. Like one of them probably wanted to started to have a family, but the other one was is not yet. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Wands with the stylish trendsetter. Okay, that's Leo energy. But of course, Taylor exudes that energy too. She's a stylish trendsetter. She's charming. She's confident, courageous, outgoing. She's a visionary. Okay, strong and sexy. So even though it seems like it was a good announcement of their relationship, it came about with some mental anguish of either lost hope or some anxiety along the way with the charming individual. Okay, with the Queen of Wands energy. Following suit with the sacral chakra region, we have abundance and the perception card that came out. So the when it comes to feelings and emotions, as well as the relationship or furthering their relationship, the abundance play a factor into that. And then and a perception. Yo, I am laughing at this because in hindsight, this is like both of them. That's what I'm getting. It seems like Lord bless it. Bless his heart. It seems like with just take a look. With this card here, you see this man and his last went into the vent, and now he is in mental anguish about it because he's trying to figure out how he can make that up, so to speak. And then you have this little girl here that has strings tied to this coin that she is like tempting to put down the drain, like, you know, along with the for sale sign house at the back. Okay, so but with this perception card here that is present, a newfound introspection is needed. Okay, we have butterflies that represents transformation. You got birds bringing about messages. So let's clarify this. It's being clarified by the Chariot card. There need the strength of will, the need to press forward, take action, regarding to addressing any childhood wounds that has been left unspoken, to deepening their relationship. That way they can find a sense of intimacy with each other. Otherwise the personalities will tend to clash on that, not agreeing on something, being misunderstood, losing opportunities because of the fact of the matter. And the Two of Cups falling through at the bottom of the deck. If they're not being addressed, then the love and exchange will not happen. With the Two of Cups being present, having a mutual respect for each other. Okay? Now, with the guidebook of the abundance card, it's stating that gold represents the power of the mind to choose. One choice may be wise, the other foolish. Choosing well may involve temporary sacrifice in order to gain your desires. Remember that you can always make a new choice. Which gives off this Queen rising energy right here. Also, with the perception card, the emerald offers a regal ability to see things differently and a chance to embrace information. There is the ability to attract wealth here if you have an open heart. So, it seems like this abundance card is with Taylor's sector, and this perception is with Joe's sector, because again, let's bring it on back now. Taylor has the yellow highlighted in her card. Meanwhile, Joe has green highlighted in his initial cards. Okay, so you see there's two different alleys going on between the two. Okay, one is thinking about making small sacrifices along the way to get where she needs to go, and which brings perspective to Joe on how he views things regarding to her and himself within their relationship. Which again, his sector, the card with the sacral chakra, it came out as it being blocked for him. With it being blocked for him is lack of energy and creativity. So with him, he needs to look at things from a new perspective, from another lens, in order to get to unblock it and be emotionally available for her when needed. Okay, and not utilize the emotional unavailability tactic to gain control of the situation. Same falling with Taylor in that manner. Okay, on the spectrum with her, with the controlling card coming out for her, with her trying to control things, she can miss the small details along the way, and she won't be able to learn from those lessons if she continues to control situations. So she needs to learn how to let go of control and let things fall when they fall, and if it's meant to be, it will be. Okay. All right, so with the solar plexus region, it is in alignment with prayer. Okay, with this prayer card here present, it's, turning lemons into lemonade type of scenario. Having a choice to live in the big city or having a choice to live in the country area. On a guided book spectrum, okay, it's talking about inquiry and original thoughts inspired by the angels in lemon yellow. Cut through the face of the truth and surrender to a higher calling. There's collaboration here and a willingness to change one's mind. Try letting go and control. So I've already said that before in the previous chakra, that the need of releasing of control is needed in order to make things happen, in order to continue to collaborate with people. Meanwhile, the inspiration of this card is saying cool lemonade as a reminder that there's always a plan. If you are sidetracked from your path, then you'll be guided back to your true calling. The personal inquiry is asking them both, but more so Taylor in specific, because she has a yellow card highlighted in her spread. If my most powerful thoughts are a form of prayer, how can I live in active prayer? Okay. Key ideas for this particular card could also mean all prayers are answered, or following where life leads, or being of service, as well as fulfillment. Okay. So with that being said, release control so you can be able to continue to put into action. And this definitely clarifies this here. All right. Getting out of your comfort zone. Don't, with her not valuing time and not getting out of the comfort zone will lead to some type of controlling tactics to come into par with that. But on hindsight, she needs to use her passion for doing and creating what was not been done before, and not lean towards the shadow attribute, which gives about compulsive need to move, keep moving on. Okay. All right. It's like finish one and then start another. Finish one, start another. And then at the heart chakra, we have the isolation card here and the gossip card. I think this belongs to Joe. This sector belongs to Joe. All right, with this isolation card here, you can see this tuxedo. What is that saying? Invitation. So there's an invitation note here at the bottom, and a tuxedo that's still fresh out the closet, not being put to use. So he probably has been vocalizing going into isolation because the gossip is probably too much for him to bear, so to speak. Let's clarify this. So in hindsight, the heart chakra is in alignment, but there's another card associated with it. So let's clarify that. Why are these cards here for the heart chakra? So we got the Ten of Cups, being present again, having a storybook ending. Oh dang! What's that song? The song just came up in my mind of Taylor. It's a love story, baby, just say yes type. No, 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 be alone, I'll be waiting for you to be alone. I'll be your princess, I'll be your princess. It's a love story, baby, just say yes. That's the song that just came up in my mind just when this Ten of Cups card. Like, it's a love story card with Taylor Swift. Swifties, y'all know the deal. Okay. Following through with that, let's see what was the challenge with this. The challenge is keeping it all in by being disconnected, withholding secrets, having a block intuition, and with the Seven of Wands as well coming out with this, with conflict avoidance, compromise, making amends, and living to fight another day. Is he a Libra? Even though that's Leo energy on this card. Is he a Libra? And then he may just be the person that's non-confrontational too. Like he'll do he will maintain the balance by not addressing the obvious, right? Y'all, shell just came out of my head. I gotta put that back in. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have Wheel of Fortune, a decisive moment. A decision is needed to be made for expansion, for change to happen. Possibly a karmic cycle coming to completion in that matter. So it seems like with them being together for 6 years, I mean, it seems like there were steps taken into place to establish a family. One may have wanted more than the other, but if you're holding information and it's driving you crazy and you're lacking the inevitable, that's when things will start to happen. That's when things will start to happen to where the decision has to be made whether you like it or not. Okay? Because the miracle card came out at the bottom of the deck. A miracle came out of this situation. Interesting. Where's those other cards at, y'all? Oh, here it is. So, let me read this miracle card first before I do this. So the miracle card at the bottom of the deck is basically saying, the brightest of all thoughts resides in the sun, yellow, as a natural radiance stem from pure integrity. Be honest and forthright no matter what. With an energy of the sun, a miracle awaits you. Instinctively know what is authentic. Trust this. The essence of inspiration is integrity. Can you be counted on? Do you let someone in, or do you pretend not to see them? You cannot shut out the pain without shutting out pleasure. Kindness exists to lend magic to integrity. So, being honest with thyself is the key for that. It was time for someone to be honest with themselves, whether it was both of them or one of them. So, what lessons did this relationship bring about? What lessons did this relationship bring about? Intuition. Trusting the intuition. So you can begin to be the master builder and create your environment, Joe. Since there's orange in this picture and it's associated with the sacral chakra. How can they move forward, or how have they moved forward from this situation? Spiritual partnership. Look, the orange is still continuing on. Spiritual partnership. Ending by ending the relationship, but still, I'm pretty sure they probably, I wouldn't be surprised if they keep in touch with each other, or have went to counseling, to lay out the issues so they can be able to continue to rebuild the bond. But if not, then I'm gonna read about the spiritual partnership in just a minute. And then guilt. Look at. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. Girl, the orange is flooding out in flying colors, y'all. It is flying out in 4K. Okay, so with the spiritual partnership, it indicates a time when a significant spiritual relationship is about to be forged. Perhaps it comes in the form of friendship between like-minded individual souls on a similar journey towards enlightenment, Or maybe it's a master discipline relationship where an important individual enters your life and and the saying goes, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. The teacher will appear. And when when yours arrive, he or she will assist you in expanding your spiritual growth. During the course of this relationship, you will play the role of both teacher and student, and the wisdom gained from this experience will enhance your connection to source. Perhaps a spiritually minded individual will broaden your understanding of the divine. Maybe you become a catalyst to another's another spiritual journey, and help that individual on his or her path. Regardless of the form of this spiritual relationship, it will serve your greater good. In order to improve the situation, you're being asked to adjust to and harmonize with natural rhythm and cycles of your life cycles that are leading you towards a significant spiritual relationship. So pay attention to the speakers, teachers, and authors, those teachings you respect. Be on the lookout for people on a journey similar to your own, and embrace opportunity to enhance your spiritual growth. Because at the end of the day, it's time to release any beliefs that no longer assist with your soul's growth. Interesting. Oh my goodness. Wow. All right, so that completes the reading for Taylor Swift and Joe Alwyn. Feel free to chime down in the comment section what y'all think about this message and what I need to go into further context with, and not say I don't know how to read the effing cards, because I do. Okay, and if you would like to challenge me on that, I challenge you to book a session with me and see how it goes with that. Now, with that being said, thank you to the viewer who requested this reading. I appreciate it. If you like for me to read someone else, feel free to chime down in the comment section below, or hit me up on my website with the video request. And with that being said, always remember to love thyself, know thyself, soothe thyself, so you can heal thyself. And I'll see you guys in the next one.